What's up, everyone? Today we are making one of my childhood favorites.
冬菇臘腸蒸雞
Steamed chicken with mushrooms and Chinese sausage. If you grew up eating Cantonese homestyle meals, then you probably already know how juicy and tender this dish is. And if you haven't had this before, you're about to meet your new go-to dish for weeknight dinners. Let's dive in.
而家呢隻選擇咧就先將啲冬菇嚟斬一斬佢，洗斬佢先嚇。冬菇
First, we'll wash the dried shiitake mushrooms.
呢隻冬菇咧個名叫做金錢菇，邊個細粒嘅，好適合蒸雞，好似成隻冬菇咁樣蒸。佢嘅口薄適中，洗過之後咧，將啲水倒咗佢。
We'll drain the water and wash one more time.
再洗多次佢。
Then we'll drain the water again. Now, we'll soak them in some warm water.
咁浸住佢浸幾分鐘咧，佢就可以浸腍咗啦。之後咧，俾個嘢壓住佢。
This will keep the mushrooms submerged in the water and we'll set them aside to soak for 15 to 20 minutes. If you want to learn more about the different kinds of dried mushrooms and fungi we use in Chinese cooking and how to prepare them, click the link in our description for lesson 16.2 in our fundamentals library.
浸咗冬菇之後咧，啲雲耳都要浸住佢，洗佢之後咧，又係俾暖水浸住佢。啲雲耳都少浸開好多㗎啦，乾嘅雲耳浸開嚟好多㗎。我亦都係俾啲暖水浸住佢，呢個係滾水，嚟加啲凍水落嚟。
We'll also soak the claridae fungus in warm water for about 10 to 15 minutes.
浸住佢好快脆就得㗎啦，有暖水浸住佢。嗱呢個就唔使炸啦，就浸住喺度。呢個咧就係杞子啦。
Of course, we'll also rinse the dried goji berries.
杞子你可以唔落亦可以唔俾。
We'll drain the water and add some clean water to soak, but cold water this time.
呢個杞子咧就唔使熱水啦，就咁暖凍水得啦，洗佢得㗎啦。我平時屋企我自己整咧，我就落啲杞子落去。杞子一個咧，佢有啲甜味，杞子佢有啲糖分喺度，咁釋放啲糖俾啲雞混合埋嗰啲汁咧，佢嘅味道咧就更加好，好正，好過平時嗰啲糖嚇。臘腸我今日選擇用2條臘腸嚇，臘腸咧就洗佢。
My dad likes to do a quick rinse of the Chinese sausages to remove any of the packaging residue or smell. Then we'll set it aside for later.
做完呢之後咧，就處理啲雞咯。你有啲朋友係想連皮嘅咧，就唔好剝皮；想連骨嘅有骨啫，你就直情咁斬開佢蒸就得啦。不過我咧今日選擇咧就除咗皮佢嚇。有啲中意食皮嘅，佢滑啲，食啲皮好滑。如果你係講健康啲嘅咧，就唔食皮。你想搞口感靚啲嘅咧，就有皮。如果大骨嘅雞，成隻雞咁斬開嚟咧，有皮好過冇皮。點解？啲皮包住佢啲入邊啲肉，感覺個肉咧就靚啲啦。一啲骨同肉之間有肉有皮包住佢。除皮好容易，嗱，俾指甲一揼就就除咗佢啦，一掹就得啦嚇。就咁除咗佢。
We'll pull off the chicken skin using a paper towel to help pull it.
點解用呢啲雞部分啊？
呢啲雞咧，個雞肉咧蒸起嚟比較係嫩滑，雞髀肉嫩滑啲。同埋佢淨係雞腿呢度咧，佢冇咁多肥油喺度，咁食起嚟更加健康。因為話，如果你唔想起骨嘅話，有啲冇骨㗎，淨係蒸雞肉。
What kind of chicken meat is ideal?
睇你中意咯，亦有啲中意雞胸肉，有啲係雞髀肉，又係一個人唔同意，個個都唔同。有啲係連骨嘅，有啲中意連骨，成隻雞買翻嚟斬一嚿蒸嘅，好多人唔咁樣蒸嘅。睇你自己中意。如果喜歡雞胸肉，佢就雞胸肉，都係咁樣啲生粉醃佢再蒸，咁都一樣都好食。淨係雞胸肉蒸都好食。雞點樣起骨咧？嗱，首先你睇下佢喺呢條筋嗰度，有條筋喺度喺呢度縮落嚟。
We'll cut down to the bone.
兩邊咁先咧，佢得㗎啦嗱。中間有個骨喺度，打斷佢，好得啦。反轉佢俾佢刀根咁壓住呢度，好容易係咪？
Then we'll cut along the bone, eventually separating it from the meat at the top.
咁成嚿骨除咗嚟啦，上邊呢度嘅根咧就都根喺度韌啲嘅咁就首先就唔好要呢度啦，除咗佢呢度。
Then we'll also cut off the other end of the bone.
除咗呢嚿咯，呢嚿就雞肉啦，呢度都係一樣咁樣。
Now we'll repeat those steps to debone the rest of the drumsticks, but don't throw the bones away.
起咗啲骨做咩咧？你就可以留翻愛嚟煲湯。起咗肉之後咧，我哋就改啲雞肉蒸一嚿嚿咯。嗱，呢度後肉嗰啲咧， 後肉嘅咧就切開佢。
Now we can cut the chicken into medium-sized chunks.
點解唔需要切得切細嚿？
如果切太細咧？
切太細咪碎濕濕咯，因為唔得靚咯。起碼咁大嚿咁咁大嚿咁，蒸咧就先靚啊嘛，係嘛？咁切晒啦，切好之後咧，我哋用2片薑落去，同埋啲酒就拉佢。
We'll cut about half an ounce of ginger into slices.
啲薑咧就洗乾淨㗎啦。
We'll trim off the peel and cut the slices into quarters.
啲薑落嚟，一個湯匙酒上去。
Now we'll add some cooking wine and mix it in.
咁揦佢，咁即係去咁啲雪味，即係喺雪櫃攞出嚟嘅，有啲薑，有啲酒咁樣揦佢。
After mixing by hand, we can set it aside.
擺一個啲杞子咧，唔使浸咁耐㗎嚇，浸咁洗嘅就倒咗啲水得㗎啦。
After soaking the goji berries for 10 to 15 minutes, we can drain and set them aside.
啲雲耳咧浸得發開咗啦嗱，俾暖水浸住佢，好快脆發開咗，將啲水倒咗佢。
With the cloudier fungus, we'll also drain the water after 10 to 15 minutes.
再俾水再洗佢。
Here, my dad rinses it again in the sink, then mixes cold and hot water to soak it one more time.
洗完之後咧，再焗一焗佢就得㗎啦轉佢。冬菇咧，咁你而家浸腍咗啦，係咪？係嘛？呢啲係好靚嘅金錢菇嚟㗎，冇釘嘅，唔使除釘，就咁洗乾淨就得㗎啦。
After 15 to 20 minutes of soaking the dried shiitake mushrooms, we'll remove them from the water, squeezing out any excess liquid.
將水倒咗佢。
Now we'll rinse one more time with cold water.
再洗佢，好白淨浸乾淨好白擰乾水佢。
Again, we'll squeeze out any excess water, then we can set them aside.
How do you get rid of the intense smell that dried mushrooms have?
浸得嘅時間長，因為你最想個咩嘅浸時間長啲。你係如果除得咁乾淨嗰啲冬菇就失咗佢嘅香味㗎啦。做咗呢啲之後咧，就切咗臘腸先嚇。臘腸咧就打斜咁樣切，2個 call 打咁厚啦，又唔好太薄斜地切。
We'll cut the Chinese sausage into roughly 1/4-inch thick slices at an angle.
How do you pick a good Chinese sausage?
臘腸咧一個品牌唔同，你喺市面上嘅你習慣咗食邊隻臘腸就你咪買邊隻臘腸咯。我平時咧就買元昌臘腸，一係咧金賢仔嘅臘腸，呢兩種臘腸我平時都係買呢兩種。
佢臘腸係全部係豬肉。
金賢仔有一隻咧就係雞肉同豬肉兩樣靠啊，
呢個係淨係豬肉。
呢一個淨係豬肉，淨係豬肉好似肥啲多油啲，有雞肉同啲瘦肉嗰啲就瘦啲。佢呢隻臘腸蒸起嚟就蒸雞就蒸啲香啲，佢有啲腍，有啲油。
What are you talking about?
We're talking about Chinese sausage.
Chinese sausage, okay.
自己葱頭上去蒸唔要葱尾用葱尾留翻，用3個葱頭，紅葱頭，自己種嘅好靚，開邊俾佢。
We'll cut the shallots into 2-inch segments here. My dad grows these fresh in his garden, but if you don't have fresh shallots, you can use green onions as a substitute. Next, we'll cut more ginger. First, my dad peels the end of the ginger with a cleaver like so.
一定要薑蒸雞
We'll cut a few slices of ginger.
我安閃上下啦，切片大塊就唔需要佢大塊啦，切就4下。OK。
Our dish today, steamed chicken with mushroom and Chinese sausage, or冬菇臘腸蒸雞, is a Cantonese classic. It's a dish you'll likely never find on a restaurant menu because it's always a part of a home-cooked meal with family. It's one of the best examples of the classic Cantonese pairing of dried shiitake mushrooms with Chinese sausage. Just like in lo mai gai or clay pot rice, the dried shiitake mushrooms feature a tender texture and umami flavor, while the Chinese sausage features a satisfying chew with a saltier flavor. Not to mention fattiness, which spreads the aroma all over the rest of the dish while it cooks. Since this dish has mostly dried or preserved ingredients, if you already have the items in your pantry, you'll just need some chicken and some time to rehydrate everything, making this a perfect choice for a busy weeknight dinner.
配料切好晒，整埋嗰啲雲耳乾淨得啦，洗乾淨晒啦已經。
After 5 more minutes of soaking, we can drain the cloudier fungus and return to the chicken.
啲雞咧就入到而家就可以噶啦，冇濕呢度冇水嘅我哋而家咧夠個醬汁嚟撈啲雞肉
For the marinade, we'll combine 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce, 2 teaspoons of light soy sauce, 1.5 teaspoons of sugar, a half teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of white pepper, 2 teaspoons of cooking wine, and 2 teaspoons of cornstarch. Then we'll mix it together.
攪勻之後，你試下佢嘅味道夠唔夠鹹啊？OK。
We have all of these ingredients listed on our blog at madewithlau.com, along with step-by-step instructions and video clips to guide you as you make the recipe at home. After mixing, we'll add most of the marinade to the chicken.
將佢撈勻。
He doesn't add all of the marinade yet because he doesn't want it to have any excess liquid. Now he'll add a bit more.
嗰啲麻油上嚟，一個茶匙嘅麻油。
Now we'll mix well with our hands.
撈好之後咧，我就撈勻佢，揸佢呵。
Now we'll add our other ingredients.
啲冬菇咧，攣乾水佢，
First, we'll add in the shiitake mushrooms.
擺佢落嚟。啲雲耳咧，又就將佢攣乾水，
Next, the clarier fungus.
將佢落嚟，咁樣撈勻佢，再撈勻佢。
Again, we'll mix everything well with our hands.
多餘嘅嗰個醬汁撈埋落嚟。
Now we'll add the rest of the marinade and mix again.
咁撈勻之後咧，最尾俾啲生油上去，一個湯匙。
Then we'll add oil.
點解最尾先俾油啊？
係最尾啫，就封住佢，等佢滑啲啊嘛嚇。呢啲葱頭咧、薑咧，俾埋落去。
Now we'll add the shallots and ginger.
臘腸最尾先俾，嗰啲杞子就最尾先俾啊。
Shirley from the CANTO Cooking Club asked, should you marinate this overnight to bring out the umami flavor?
唔使，早一個鐘頭、半個鐘頭就得噶啦。因為啲肉唔係大嚿啊嘛，唔使咁晚醃啊，咁晚醃分人冇好啊。
Oh, really? Yeah.
醃咗實咗啲肉啊嘛，醃咗實咗啲肉啦，唔使啊，一個鐘頭、半個鐘頭前就得噶啦。
Now we can put everything onto a dish for steaming.
呢個碟擺嚇，將多啲雲耳擺底下，將啲雲耳索到啲汁就好食啦。
We'll start with the clarier fungus.
啲薑葱咁樣擺啲底下，搭勻佢。好啦，而家又俾啲雞肉一齊咁拉埋落去咯。
Now we can put the chicken and mushrooms, spreading an even layer around the dish.
你想啲臘腸喺面上啊？
臘腸擺面，
點解啊？
蒸熟咗臘腸之後咧，佢啲油咧喺啲雞肉下邊同埋嗰啲渣入邊索晒佢啊嘛，咁滲入下邊咪好味咯，係嘛？擺嘅時候中間咧就唔好咁厚嚇，即碟嘢熟喺旁邊熟入去嘅，你中間厚咧佢就冇咁快脆熟啊。同埋咧臘腸擺散佢。
We'll add the Chinese sausage on top, spreading the pieces out evenly. And finally, the goji berries.
杞子就咁擺上上個面得㗎啦。
With everything in the steaming dish, we're ready to start cooking, so we'll need a large wok with a steamer rack.
全部安來整好晒之後，開始蒸雞啦嚇。而家咧就俾水落去嚇，啲水咧一定要浸到嗰個蒸架下邊底下為止啊。而家咧仲未幾夠水㗎嗱，浸到個架啊，咁就得啦。
With the hot water added, we'll cover and turn the heat on high.
等啲水滾水先至俾啲餸落去蒸。好啦，滾水，而家擺佢落去。
When the water boils vigorously, we'll put in the dish and cover.
咁啊過佢嚇，大火，最開最大火。
Compared to stir frying, steaming is a much gentler method of cooking and also has the advantage of being completely hands-off. All the work is in the preparation of the ingredients and bringing the water to a boil. Once we cover the wok, we're trapping the steam inside, forcing it into the surface of the food to cook it. Because the cooking temperature will stay consistent at around the boiling point of water, 212 degrees Fahrenheit or 100 degrees Celsius, steaming is a very forgiving cooking method. Pair this with super easy to cook dark meat and it's hard to mess up this dish, even if you're off by a few minutes. You might also notice he's using a stainless steel wok. Any wok works for this dish, but if you want to dive more into wok selection, check out lesson 1.4 in our fundamentals library.
好啦，朋友們，碟雞咧蒸到而家蒸咗14分鐘，應該都得㗎啦。如果睇，跳喺中間嗰度，呢個中間最中間嗰度啦。嗱，睇啲雞肉，咁啲雞肉咧就食落熟㗎啦，個雞肉硬身就熟啦。再回鍋佢，等佢吸一吸佢先。
We'll steam for 1 more minute, then we'll uncover.
OK， 嗰張葱花上去，
Then we'll sprinkle on some diced shallot or green onion greens.
關火，拎佢出嚟。嗱，如果你有朋友如果係冇好似我咁嘅鐵手咧，揾蒸嗰啲手套戴住佢嚇，我就冇問題啦，因為我慣咗擺過嚟 ，OK。
Now, of course, I get to be the first to try it.
Wow.
得啦，
That.
滑夠滑，
Yeah. 好味啊！
好味係咪？紅多最中意食冬菇啦，冬菇夠腍啦，係咪 ？OK，
哇，好味啊！
好食。
Yeah.
OK，
So
OK。 各位朋友們，冬菇臘腸蒸好咗，希望大家中意。紅燈慢威，落樓吃街咯！
Fishies.
Hello, fishies.
YouTube thinks you'll like this recipe next. Let's see if they're right. A huge thank you to our wok stars and all of our chefs in the CANTO Cooking Club.